guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm so excited to get this video out for you guys because I literally just got back from picking up my plants from Crystal Star Nursery, doing a curbside pickup that I ordered earlier this month. And for those of you guys who's been following this story on my Instagram, you know how long I've been waiting for these plants, and I've been searching for some of these plants for a while now as well. And Crystal Star Nursery obviously pulled through like they always do. And given this whole COVID-19 thing that's going on, they obviously had to follow a bit of rules in order for us to access these plants, especially when we're doing curbside pickup. So really appreciate their work, and they're just good people. But I'm so excited to get to the plants and show you guys what I got. And like I said, I literally just got back. I haven't even had time to really look at these guys and really have my moment with them. So we're going to have this moment together, and hopefully you guys are watching this at the comfort of your own home and practicing, you know, self-quarantine and social distancing. So without further ado, let's get this houseplant haul started. I'll start with the plants that's a little bit more commonly found, and then move our way up to kind of more of the rare ones, and especially my favorite right now. So I'm excited. They're right there. They're looking at me. So we'll start with the tada, the Hoya compacta albo marginita. So this guy is a Hindu rope Hoya, and you guys have seen this quite a bit in some of the plant shops that you probably visit. Typically they come in the more of the green one, but this is a variegated one, and this one specifically has this like pink blush on it as the new leaves kind of grow. So really pretty, really cute. I did have a Hoya compacta that just I've had it for a couple years, but honestly hasn't grown at all. So I don't think that plant was very healthy, but this one for sure looks really good. And that's one thing about Crystal Star Nursery's plants, is they are really good quality, right? So now the rest of the plants I'm going to show you is plants I've never ever owned before. So really excited about these guys. The next one is the tada, the Begonia maculatus. So this guy in particular, I'm sure you've seen at your local plant shops, and even some of you guys have probably found these in your big box stores like Home Depot. Personally for me, I've never come across them, but this is going to be my second Begonia I've ever owned. The first one I've owned was a Griffin wing, and unfortunately that is no longer with me. I think what happened there is I did not stay on top of the watering. In addition, it was getting a lot of bright light. I'm hoping with that experience out of the way, I can take care of this one, and because this is a beauty. I really love these white polka dots on that green background, and on the back is obviously this deep fuchsia reddish color, and it's such a stunner. And hopefully this one will do a little bit better than my Griffin wing one. But the next plant I'm going to show you guys is the tada, the Hoya Matilda. So this guy in particular is a beauty, and I love how this is arching over this kind of trellis. Just has that beautiful look, very similar to my Dischidia flatifila that you guys seen in my last houseplant haul video. And it has kind of these you know, almost like circular or oval shaped leaves. So it is a Hoya, and I treat these guys like a succulent, where I give them a lot of bright indirect light, and I only water when the soil is completely dry. Also touching the leaves to see if it's soft or if it's still firm. But yes, I love this beauty, and I can't wait till this one blooms. I know very rare for most of my Hoyas to bloom anyway. I've only had one Hoya bloom on me, but I'm hopeful that this growing season, the Hoyas that I do have right now will bloom. But yeah, it's such a beautiful plant. I really like this trellis piece. I think it just makes it look so cool. And again, you guys can probably have these hanging as well and trailing, or you can get them climbing up. But the next plant I'm going to show you is also another Hoya. It is the tada, the Hoya Vietnam. So I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but this is a beauty. I love how large these leaves are and that texture, and you guys can see kind of the mid-rib and those veins. Such a stunner, and it looks like it has this like kind of star look to it. And yeah, I like it. I really like this, and I can't wait to see what the blooms look like on this one. But it is another beautiful Hoya, and again, Hoyas, a lot of bright light, and obviously water when the soil is dry. But look at that, come on, how can you not love this guy? So the next Hoya I got is probably, I don't know if this is going to be my favorite Hoya out of this batch or the one I'm going to show you guys. It is the tada, the Hoya Sunrise. So this particular Hoya is a gem, and one of the reasons why I love it is because it has these reddish and burgundy edges on its leaf and on its foliage. And I love the fact that this is also on a trellis, and my goal is to try and get this into a shape of like a sun. And as the leaves kind of grows, especially with that reddish tip and reddish edges, it'll look like sun rays. So I think that would be pretty cool. And like I said, Hoyas, they love a lot of bright indirect light, and mostly I neglect mine, and they're doing really well. So I only water them when they're completely dry, and even then I'll wait even like a few days or even a week until I water them. But so the next set of plants I'm going to show you guys are a little bit more rare and sought after, especially here in Canada, because these plants aren't as easily accessible as you would find them maybe down in the US for you guys. I know some of you guys in LA have access to these plants, States or in the UK or even in Australia, but really rare for us to find these guys in Canada. And this is why I appreciate Crystal Star Nursery, is they really do make dreams come true for us crazy plant people here up north, and really appreciate them for pulling through and getting me these plants. Because okay, let's just get to it. So the next one, so there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these rare plants I'm going to show you guys, and we'll start with the tada, the Philodendron 69686. So I don't know why this is called 69686, but for now that is the name of it. But it is one of those philodendron that has these like 3-leaf shape, and that's one thing about philodendrons, is they do come in so many different varieties, different shapes. And I know in my last video of like 3 easy houseplants and 3 difficult houseplants for beginners, I put a philodendron in the difficult category, and only reason being is because a lot of these philodendrons that are a little bit more exotic and more rare, I do find they are a little bit tricky to take care of. I mean, look at my silver sword right now, my philodendron silver sword. I'm struggling with it, but obviously there are philodendrons like your heart-shaped leaf ones or the Brazil that's a little bit more easier and similar to care for, like a pothos. But these ones I'm going to go through. I need to do a bit of research, and if you guys do have any tips on how to care for some of these plants, definitely comment below and let me know, because like I said, I'm still learning, and I know a lot of viewers out there are also learning, so they'll appreciate obviously the comments and the tips that you guys are offering. But yeah, I love this guy because I like these 3-leaf heart shape. Almost looks like a star, I guess, in some way, but I can't wait to see how this guy grows. Another beautiful philodendron, and yeah, such a stunner. So the next 2 plants we're going to show you guys are the okay, we're gonna go to the Anthuriums. I was gonna do the 2 other philodendrons, but we'll do the Aetheriums. The first Anthurium I'm gonna show you guys is the tada, the Anthurium crystallinum. I mean, come on, look at how beautiful this leaf is and the foliage on this Anthurium. And I know a few of you guys have seen these in people's pages and whatnot. I've been in search for them for a while, and again, they're so hard to find. So I was so happy to finally get my hands on these, and oh, it's so beautiful. I mean, look at that. How can you not love a plant like this with that kind of foliage? So definitely a good find, and I'm so happy to finally have this in my hands. And I have another Aetherium that looks very similar but different. It is the tada, the Aetherium clarinarium. So look at that leaf and that foliage, look at those veins, and it's similar to the crystallinum, but just, you know, obviously a little bit different. And these 2 guys I am so happy to finally have in my hands, and I've been looking for them for a while, and like I said, they're very hard to find here in Canada. So the fact that I have these, I'm so grateful and thankful for obviously Crystal Star Nursery for pulling through. They work hard to get their plants over to us crazy plant people here in Canada, so really appreciate them making dreams come true. But yeah, so Anthuriums, for me, I don't have much experience, so I am definitely need to do a lot of research. But usually when it comes to plants like this and the ones I'm going to show you guys, I do want to make sure that they are going to climatize well in my home. So thankfully I have some really good humidifiers. I got 2 of them right now, and I'm gonna get them going here in my home, so that way these guys can you know, feel a little bit more familiar in terms of the environment that they are from. Typically mostly in like South America, you know, Southeast Asia and all of that, where it has a lot of high humidity. And yeah, so these Anthuriums, oh, I'm so happy, yes, finally. Okay, so next 2 plants I'm gonna show you guys are philodendrons. They are the tada, the Philodendron gigas. So this particular philodendron has one of those velvet texture to its leaf, and it's such a beautiful plant, such a stunner. I love the way the shape of the leaves are. It has one of those more longer, kind of, not necessarily a heart-shaped leaf, but more of a longer, slim look to it. But the velvety texture on it is such a beautiful plant, and I'm so excited to have this with me as well. And it's just, oh my gosh, I'm just in awe right now. But the next plant is probably going to be my favorite plant, and the reason being is because I remember seeing this at the New York Botanical Garden a couple months ago, and it's like huge form and it's amazing glory, and I was so amazed by it. And all I could think about is having this plant in my home one day, and now I finally do. It is the tada, the Philodendron Melanochrysum. So this is a beauty, and look at those leaves. Again, has that velvety texture to it, and it has more of that heart-shaped leaf to it. And these guys can grow huge. Like I said, the one I saw in New York at the Botanical Garden was humongous, and this is a fairly pretty good size for what I paid for. And I think I got a good deal out of this, to be honest, because like I said, this is a rare plant, and I just need a moment with my plant here for a second. Alright guys, we're back. We just had to have a little moment there because honestly, I can't get over how beautiful this plant is. I can't stop looking at it. It's such a stunner, and like I said, I've seen it in its giant form, and I can't wait for this plant to grow and thrive in my home. Obviously, I'm going to do everything I can to kind of give it that similar environment that it's used to. I'm going to turn on my humidifiers, and I'm also going to be setting up a greenhouse that I'm going to place upstairs in my bedroom. And if you want to follow that journey or that story, follow me on Instagram. That's where I'll vlog about it. But yeah, so these are all the plants I got, and I do put my pricing on it so it gives you guys a better idea on how these plants are priced relative to obviously the market, the demand, and where you're located. And in my opinion, I think these are priced pretty well considering that this is a freaking rare plant. For this size, finding a plant like this probably on Etsy with some of those you know, resellers probably will cost a lot more. So I'm thankful for it, but I always encourage you guys to please buy responsibly and don't go beyond your means. You know, I'm very, very thankful and very grateful that I am in the position to buy these plants, partly because of obviously all your support of watching these videos and whatnot. So really, really thank you for that. And hopefully you guys are living vicariously through my plant journey here. But if you are looking for plants right now, definitely contact your local nurseries. And right now, I'm sure they do a lot of shipping as well as curbside pickup. So go ahead and support them. Other than that, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.